What's up, everybody? Mario 13 here, and yeah, I know I said I'd do something when it's not hot, but I can't really sit down, so I'm just gonna lay down while I do this what if. But yeah, we ended our story off with Lincoln, Azuka, Chandler, and Clyde all applying for the plumber's agency. It's located in Hopeful City, obviously, so they go there, and well, they go with Ida, and well, because there's well, smart, they, just find out a way of playing, like, something's wrong with Ida. So, yeah. By that time, they go with Ida, Ochako still goes with gunhead martial arts, yada yada. Now then, this is when they get to the plumber agency. They get out, when they meet the place that they're going to, they see a place that says Max's shop. And Max's plumbing. And it's Lincoln, as Lincoln asks, did we get the wrong place? As he scratches his head. I don't know. As they say. This is when a man in a Hawaiian red shirt comes out. With white hair. And look, man, you know who Grandpa Max is. I don't think I need to explain if you're watching this. As he says, Max and Tate brings him inside. So you boys are here working for the internship, huh? Yeah, but this doesn't really look like a secret base, as Zuko says. As Chandler then holds his arm up and says, wait, does this think where I'm going? Chandler, what? As they walk and follow out Max to the bathroom. Yeah, yes, Chandler's just happily saying as Max pulls the lever and they start flowing down. Hell yeah, secret base! And Chandler basically screams out. As Max notices, he's secretly excited. Well, yeah, Max says Chandler. Well, yeah, secret bases are awesome. Only like the coolest agencies hold them. So then, you boys are getting a little acquainted with those watches. Well, wait, what? Max says, hell please. As Max starts explaining that he knows about the watches that they're called the omnitrix. Along with the fact that aliens exist. Wait, so actual aliens exist? Come on, old man, you gotta be pulling our legs. Lincoln says, only for him to kind of, shut up when he sees a pirate knight walking around. Huh. Okay, I stand corrected. Sorry. Lincoln says, it's fine. Max says, which then leads to him explaining that Zuko's father was a great plumber, and he died on the field. He told Max that one day he wanted Zuko to be a great plumber like him. But this is when Lincoln and Chandler and Clyde see someone they haven't seen in person for a while. While Max is explaining that Zuko, they see Lincoln's Pop-Pop. Hey, boys, Pop-Pop! Lincoln says as he runs to him and gives him a hug, and he asks him what's he doing here. Well, what do you think I'm doing here, Link? Wait, you're a plumber too? Yep. Wait. So all that time you said you were a plumber and now that you said you were in the army? Yep, I was a plumber. Learning fun things today, Lincoln says. Which then leads to them getting back up to... this is when Max calls the boys back over, with Albert walking with them, as he hands them something. This is all we know about the omnitrix. As he then says, Ben, get in here. And when we see Ben, and this is when Ben comes in. A brown-haired boy with a green and white jacket on over which is then a boy with a white, basically his classic t-shirt on with the Omniverse and UFA jackets over and blue pants. And this is a 19-year-old Ben Tennyson. Hey, Grandpa, what you need me for? I need you to get these boys enlisted. All right, Ben says. as well, he gets to training them. And Max also explains to Lincoln and Chandler that they're part alien. Well, Lincoln and Clyde, damn. That Clyde, they're part alien. Oh, wait, really? Cool. As when Pop explains that Lincoln's grandmother was an alien, and that Lincoln seems to be the only one that inherits some of her powers. As they explain to Lincoln what kind of elf race they are, they're a subspecies of an alien race called the Anidites. Except while the Anidites are pure and magical beings, the same thing with the elves. Except that they usually have an elemental power of sorts, since they went to a planet with basically for multiple reasons that had different elements. And they adapted. Actually, no, we're calling them the elementals. Fuck you. The elementals. And they adapted. While they were still Anidites in some way and form of being pure energy, they were also now had the elemental power. And that's elementals. And they explain to Clyde what he is, and that he's a alien, part of an alien race called the Osmosians. And they also tell Clyde exactly how kind of dangerous it is for him to go around absorbing energy and stuff, as it could lead to him losing his mind without proper training. And thus, this gets Kevin called in, actually. Yeah. It gets Kevin called in for Clyde. As Kevin has control over his mutation like an omniverse. These are mostly the omniverse characters, but in my hero style, So while Kevin has control over his mutation, he trains Clyde about this while basically Ben and Kevin take place over training Lincoln, the boys, in combat. And during this time, Lincoln and Izuku read over the notes of the omnitrix of the Omni Omega-Trace. We'll also find out they can change forms by switching the dials. And yes, since they were by multiple different aliens, they did shake hands with, to be polite, and no, the Omnitrix and Omega-Trix did scan their DNA. They proceeded to lock nanomech from some chips, and some dead chips. Actually, some chips in the... dead chips. The alien swarm movie events happened, but just think of how... think Ben took it down differently in this timeline. From the dead nanochips, they kept around. They got Argip, Master Brutality, Molestache, Brainstorm, Yeah. Oh, they also unlocked Fast Track. So, yeah. And now then, as things going over, also they all have been listening to the plumbers, which they have been told they can't tell anyone about this. Actually, they go over conduct knowing they can't tell anyone normal about this to not bring them into this kind of life. So they can't tell anyone. But yes, they have been listening. They're all plumber cadets now, being trained by Ben Tennyson, one of the best. And Clyde during this time also picks up something from Kevin. Since, when Clyde's with Kevin, he also teaches him how to do some maintenance work. Like, mechanic work. Build stuff, And Clyde actually takes a liking to this. Really likes it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, it's gonna be a short video. So yeah, Clyde just kind of likes it doing this. So yeah. Now then, during this time, when can use his elemental powers, something goes wrong, and while the kind of feedback happens from him and Chandler fighting, which ends up hitting Izuku. And while Izuku is unconscious for like a couple of hours, when he wakes up and he sees things floating around him with wind. His eyes green. His eyes green and pointed ears and fangs. Which after everyone in the plumber agent found out this, they found out thanks to that little blast from Lincoln and Chandler combining and hitting Izuku, they ended up bonding Lincoln's elemental DNA with Izuku's, making Izuku an artificial elemental. And Izuku's power, wind. You know, for like Air Force, you get it. You know why I gave him wind. So yeah. Or should I give him something? Nah. So yeah, Zuko's powers is like wind. Now then, we skip to when the Host City incident happens with more giant robots. Now then, they kind of sneak out, obviously. Actually, no. Knowing that the robots are here, but if it comes to certain circumstances, they are allowed to fight, basically. And once they see Ida running down thanks to some of the security cameras in the plumber base, with mass brutality will be mass brutality and will unconscious, they sneak out to go find Ida. And with their new transformations and being able to switch, you know, they find Ida relatively easily. And the Hill Killer is taken down a lot easier, since I don't know how to be able to stop two people that could switch alien transformations. So yeah, Stain is taken down a lot more easier, since, well, while it has only been a couple of days, they've been trained by basically some of the best people in the world, along with how to use their powers a lot better over these coming days. So, you know, kind of an ass whooping. For whatever purpose, you can say that Shoto still showed, they still sent the text out to Shoto just in case. And he got there just as they were wrapping up the Stain. So, yeah. And they actually get the credit from this, as thanks to the plumbers giving them under special circumstances to fight. They get the actual credit for being the Hero Killer, boosting Lincoln and Izuku's popularity through Lincoln, Izuku, Chandler, and Clyde's popularity throughout the people of Japan. So yeah. Actually, I can do them right up until. So yeah, when everyone gets back, this leads to Lincoln and Izuku fidgeting with the watches even more. We're at Chill House on the unlock Raph, Wrecking Bolt, Cannon Bolt, Crash Hopper, NRG. Actually, no. Crash Hopper and Clockwork. Those are the only ones they get. No energy. So, yeah. Now, also, they unlock Astrodactyl. They unlock the Astrodactyl as a transformation. So, yeah. Now then, thanks to this, along with a lot more aliens in their arsenal, which they'll be named as they show up, we get to them coming back to school a bit, and training to get to All Might. As everyone's attacking on who can win, and saying how Lincoln and Izuku can only switch one at a time, can only stay in their transformation states one at a time. As well, surprise to everyone else, two things called bursting out of dust, showing accelerate and speed. Blitz. Actually, no. Accelerate and accelerator are green speed. Yeah, no, green speed. Let's go. Raptor speed. High velocity. You know what? Fuck you. High velocity. We're going with that. As high velocity and accelerate basically rush before both hopping up and transforming. After the green flash, two entities come bursting out with green and orange energy. The Astrodactyl and Dinojet. And Dinojet, why not? And actually, energy burn. Energy burst, why not? Since, energy, yes, Astrid. Or energy dactyl. Yeah, energy dactyl for Izuku. for Lincoln Zuki uses Astrodactyl. As the two basically fly, they end up tying, since they both move at the same speed. They're two 16-year-old, well, whatever Astrodactyl species is, so. Now then, during this time, Bakugo was like, what? Well, I spent my time getting pampered at that. They leveled up multiple times. Damn it. Bakugo says, with anger rising in him. So, yeah. We leave things now then. We leave things off, All Might wondering, is he really back? So, yeah, like I said, short what if, like what, only 15 minutes. But yeah.